Hi, friends. I want to talk about a conversation that's been coming up a lot lately amongst our healthcare marketing community, and that is, how do I build an editorial calendar that really makes a difference? And it's a really good question because very often within our companies, our executives and our stakeholders want us to talk about certain topics, but we find that those don't necessarily resonate with our audiences. And then those people who are dealing with customers directly or patients on the B2C side have a set of topics that they know that people want to hear about, but that we don't often enough write about, create content about. So I was recently running a workshop with a very small team of people building personas. Listen, let me tell you something. Personas get a bad rap. I get it. They're not used a lot of times. They're created and they look beautiful, but they don't necessarily work for the team. They're not giving the team everything that they need. And so people get frustrated because they spend all this time creating this tool and this artifact that they think is going to move the needle for content marketing within the organization. And then nothing ends up happening with these personas. But personas don't have to be this beautiful, amazing artifact that we share throughout the organization. In fact, they can be a dirty, quick tool that you use to build an editorial calendar. Well, how do you do this? Think about some customer segments that you have, and then just start writing down the questions specifically that these customers have, and then where they go to get their information. So maybe they start with Google, maybe they'll see you on LinkedIn, maybe they'll see you on Insta. What are the questions that they're gonna have? I used to joke around when people go to a hospital, their four set of questions are, what's wrong with me? Who's gonna fix it and how? Who's gonna pay for it? And is there free Wi-Fi? You can do that with your B2B audiences and your B2P, your business to physician audiences as well. What happens when we don't build our editorial calendars off of questions that our prospects have is that we end up just talking about ourselves. Nobody cares about you. They really don't. They want to know how you are going to solve their problems. Once they are convinced that you're the people that are able to do that, they're going to think about your brand and what your brand represents in the marketplace and whether you can solve their problems backed by a brand that has experience doing so. But until they're sure about that, brand doesn't matter. So always lead with the solutions to people's problems. Build a quick and dirty persona. Build some topics out of it, start creating content and see what happens. And do me a favor, let me know how it goes. I'll see you next time.